Hi, my name is Stephanie. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. This channel is all about sharing yoga practices to help develop the healthy mindset so you can have the strong, meaningful relationships that you desire. Today we're going to be talking about letting go of the past, living in the past. So I ask you to reflect on, are you living in the past or in the present? Past experiences that didn't go quite according to your plans, how you would have liked them to go, do you see those as failures or as learning experiences? So often that we can live in the past without even fully being conscious of it, right? We just return to it, we judge things, we bring the past into today's present moment. And while we can learn from it, right, so there is value in reflecting on the past, reliving it, trying to reanalyze the could've, the would've, the should've, right? If I would have done this, then maybe that would have happened. If I would have known, I should have done this, right? And we can keep those circles, those stories going all day, all night, and we remain stuck there. We remain stuck in everything that, again, hindsight is 20/20, right? So of course, if you knew then what you know now, of course if you were the same person, right? And that's why it's important to reflect on the past, to learn from it so that you don't repeat those same patterns. Looking back, you've gone through it, so you have more knowledge. And even if at the time, if you knew something, right? Sometimes we don't trust our intuition. We know that something's not quite right, but we press on. We ignore it. And again, that's a learning. That's a finding, right? That if that's what you do, if that's, again, there's no shame, there's no judgment, there's no guilt. But you can't move forward until you've looked at the past and understand those patterns. So I invite you to look at it through the seat of the observer. Maybe there's a relationship that, again, you just keep reliving. Right? So looking at it as the seat of the observer. What facts are there? What do you know to be true? And it's not saying that your feelings, your emotions don't matter, but just pausing and just to reflect, to look at it. What are the facts? What would somebody, again, who's not living it, who's seeing into it, what would they see? Write it all down. And you're not judging, it's just that awareness piece. And notice maybe there were red flags, right? Sometimes when we're living it, we don't see the red flags. But looking back again as the observer, were there red flags? Take note of that. Again, without judgment. Were there patterns? And again, this could be in one relationship. This could be in multiple relationships. Maybe there's a pattern that you do, right? There's a pattern, whether that's something that maybe that you do each time that you enter a relationship. Maybe you don't stand up for the things that you like, right? All of a sudden, what you like goes in the back burner, and you like all of a sudden what your partner likes. Or maybe there's a pattern of once you get into a relationship, you don't hang out with your friends as much. Maybe there's boundaries that you cross, priorities, goals that go in the back burner. Or maybe there's a pattern of the person that you repeatedly go out with. Whether it's, I don't know if it's you or you know somebody, right? You know somebody who they always have the same type of person. And it doesn't go according to plan, but then they find themselves again in the same relationship, and the same things happen. And it's easy for you to notice it when it's not you living it, right? So again, maybe looking at it, your past experiences as a best friend. Okay? So we're not criticizing, we're not judging, we're observing, and maybe give advice, right? We often give the best advice to our friends that we maybe could give to ourselves. And then spend time on this. This is not a rush through, practice. Spend time on it. And then take a look at where you are today. Are you trying so hard to avoid repeating it, right? You're going through those patterns, feeling that same way again. Then maybe you put up a brick wall. Right? You haven't fully healed, you haven't fully dealt with, understood the past. So to avoid feeling that way again, you just put up a wall. Again, this could be intentionally or unintentionally. Sometimes we're not even aware that we've done that. Maybe you're trying to protect yourself so much from feeling hurt again that you haven't been able to let anyone else in. Maybe you don't want to open up again. Or maybe you've just shut down. Or maybe just the opposite. Maybe you don't want to deal with it again. So often we just escape, right? We escape these emotions. We escape having to understand this awareness piece. And you rush into the next relationship, and then the next one, and then the next one. Never fully having understood, dealt with, learned from the past relationship. And not looking at it as a failed relationship, this is successful, this is failure. They're all experiences that you can learn from, you can grow from. You can use these as stepping stones to move forward. Feel it as like lifting you up. You don't have to repeat those patterns because you've already done it, right? You've already been through that experience, so you know what to do next time. But we never learn it until we pause to reflect and spend the time to understand. And this part's a little bit more challenging, but see if you can have gratitude. Gratitude, again, not that you had to go through that experience. Not gratitude for the hurt necessarily, but for what you've learned from it. So often we think of gratitude as things for the good, right? The seemingly good, maybe the sunshine, maybe a positive experience. But you can also have gratitude for things that didn't go quite according to plan, because there was lessons. Maybe there's a silver lining in it. Maybe throughout that experience, you were able to develop a new skill. Maybe that person pushed you a little bit further in another area of your life that you wouldn't have adventured into. Maybe there's wisdom, there's those golden nuggets that you can carry with you that will help you in the next relationship. The lessons that you learn can support you to help you to move forward. Maybe there's, again, those red flags. If you see a pattern of red flags, same red flag each time, take note of it. Right? Be grateful that you've learned this, so that next time when you sense it happening, you can put, time out, okay? I've been through this before, I know what to do. Taking note of that, and just, again, you're not reliving it each time, but just being mindful of it. Being mindful of when you get into a relationship, of how you initially feel, how you start it. Seeing if you're creating those patterns that are serving you, or maybe they don't feel quite so good. There's gratitude for that awareness. There's not wasted experiences. Maybe there was even some good in all of it. But again, reflecting as the observer, and then having gratitude, and then using that to move forward with more confidence, more ease, wiser, stronger. It didn't break you. You're still here. And because you're watching this, I know you want to learn. You want to grow. You want to feel more confident. You want meaningful relationships. You're doing the work. Right? Give yourself gratitude for that. Just for again, and it may take more than one time. It's not like you're going to sit down and write all this out in 20 minutes and then everything is good, right? Healing is a journey, and there's not like a certain point where you say, okay, I'm healed. That relationship is over. I've learned from it. I'm healed from it. Because there may still be things that come up for you. It doesn't mean you can't move forward with another relationship. It doesn't mean you can't move forward in other areas of your life. But you can recognize it. You can the more that you are open to that awareness, the more you can learn from it, the more that you don't, so repeat it. Okay? So gratitude for that. And I hope you found this helpful. If anything comes up for you when you're in the process of working on this, journaling on it, reflecting on it, that you want to dive into a little bit more, feel free to reach out to me. You can go to my website. There's a contact form right there. You can send me a DM on Instagram. And I hope that this practice, again, is helpful. I don't want it to be triggering to you, but it's a practice that helps you to grow, helps you to heal, helps you to understand. Again, so that you can have the meaningful relationship that you want. You can feel more confident, have less anxiety, feel stronger. I also offer one-to-one sessions, weekly and bi-weekly, that we can meet. They're tailored to you. Meet you where you are on your journey so you can feel supported, develop in the healthy mindset, healing, moving forward with confidence. Helps to lay the foundation. Again, reach out to me. It'd be an honor to connect with you, to hear your experiences. If you like this episode, I invite you just to subscribe, click the bell and subscribe to it, hit the like sign, and I look forward to connecting with you.